So guys, before I start, please do press the subscribe button. We are the day before the king's coronation. I'm so sorry if you heard that noise behind. I can't prevent it. Um, so guys, happy Friday. It is the day before the king's coronation. Oh my gosh, please comment in the section whether you're excited. I'm excited, but I'm also kind of like in disbelief that it's actually tomorrow, and then by the time it's tomorrow afternoon, it's going to be over, which is a bit sad, but there we are. Okay, guys, so I wanted to just touch upon this article. I mean, you guys have probably heard about this already, but this article is the 3rd of May, and it's from the Daily Mail or Mail Online, and it's about Donald Trump, and he blasts Meghan Markle again. So I actually did see this online on YouTube, and it was an interview that he took part in with Nigel Farage. I think Nigel Farage and him have quite a good working relationship. They have quite a good number of, shall we say, views in common. And so he was being interviewed by Nigel Farage, and I did watch the footage. And so I've just come across this article, and I thought I would just talk about it. So Donald Trump blasts Meghan Markle for disrespecting the Queen. So one, I agree with him. Two, I think this is like his second or third time blasting her. But frankly, I have been following this, and I remember that she kind of, in my view, she kind of started this. So it's almost like she scratch the bear. And in my view, she seems to do this. She seems to scratch the bear, then the bears come attacking, and then she sort of hides away. And then she sort of just remains she just remains silent. And then other people talk on her behalf. And then they sort of attack the person that was defending themselves in the first place. And then they look like the baddie, and then she just sort of is silent and goes off and does whatever she does. And it's other people that talk on her behalf, like friends and reporters that are friendly with them, and Harry and all these people that speak about her. And she just sort of goes and does her own business, but she sort of starts this stuff. So in my view, I remember when she was talking, God, I forgot what late night show it is, but the guy's passed away now and he's really famous. I've totally forgotten what American show it was now. I'm so sorry. But you guys probably, I mean, I know I have so many American viewers, and I know you guys are probably screaming at the screen saying it's this, and I've totally forgotten. So she was on that show, and she was talking about Donald Trump, and obviously she thinks she's quite political, and she was talking about, you know, the politics of it all. And she was just like gunning him basically. And I think it's reported somewhere that when she went to Toronto, or while she was in Toronto filming Suits, because, you know, let's not forget she was in Toronto for about 7 years. This Meghan Markle allegedly said, "I'm not returning back to America whilst Donald Trump is president of the United States." But obviously that then fell through when she went and moved with Harry, her meal ticket. So so that was an alleged remark that she made, but she was scathing about him. You know, I think she was saying he was. I'm paraphrasing here, but I think she was saying he was like outwardly misogynistic, and, you know, and she just kind of went on to what he was saying, and she was quite passionate in what she was saying. So it was so obvious to me, and I'm guessing to other viewers, that she really disliked him. She was like passionate. She wasn't just, you know, neutral tone talking about politics. She was like you know, kind of really going for it. So I think he probably saw that, or was probably told about that, and then just thought, who is this girl? She don't know me. And in my view, that was when he was like, right, well, I'm just going to blast her back. So he basically says that she has disrespected the Queen. Um, and he was surprised that Prince Harry was invited to the coronation, which I'm not surprised about, because he is, after all, the son of the king. So Donald Trump has reported here that Meghan Markle was very disrespectful to Her Majesty. So he describes the Queen as incredible and praising her for going through years and decades without controversy. He blasted Joe Biden for not attending the coronation, calling him incompetent, and claiming that the current US president would be sleeping when the event took place. And obviously these are extracts from the actual interview. So the interview was with GB News, and he says, "I think she," which is obviously Meghan, "has been very disrespectful to the Queen. How can you be so disrespectful to the Queen? She, the Queen, was incredible for decades and decades. She would never make a mistake. I cannot think of a mistake she has made. She was never controversial." He added, "You cannot be disrespectful to her. I think Meghan was very disrespectful to her, very disrespectful." He loves repeating his words, but there we are. He praises Charles, says he thinks he'll do great and that he loves his country. And then he says, that's why I thought she was treated so disrespectfully by Meghan, and there was just no reason to do that. I was actually surprised that Harry was invited, to be honest. And then it says here, it's not the first time that Trump has lashed out at Prince Harry and his wife. In 2021, he said the Duke had been used horribly by Meghan, and he wasn't a fan of the former actress. He said, I'm not a fan of hers. I wasn't from day one. I think Harry has been used horribly, and I think someday he will regret it. I think Harry's been used and been used terribly. I think it's ruined his relationship with his family, and it hurts the Queen. Speaking of the Duchess, he added, I think she's very disrespectful to the Queen, who's such a great woman, such a great person, a historical person. I think she's very disrespectful to the royal family and most importantly to the Queen. So he doesn't mix his words, does he? And he doesn't hold back. So obviously, you know, it goes on to he speaks about other issues in the interview. So please do watch the interview or read the rest of this article for the fuller interview and for all the other things that he says. So I'm sorry, but I actually didn't think I'd say this, but I agree with Donald Trump. And sometimes I think it's really harsh because he does have a really bad reputation with some people, but it doesn't mean that everything he says is not right. And I think he is right about Meghan Markle. That's my view anyway. And yeah, so I think he's been snubbed a couple of times by her. I mean, there was some reporting that she didn't want to visit him or something when he'd come over to visit the Queen, and you know, she had just had Archie, but then she was seen at Trooping of the Colour, the Queen's birthday, I think like the day after or 2 days after, and to some people it seemed that she just snubbed him and didn't want to see him. And the thing is that's not what being a member of the royal family is about. It's not about your own feelings and your own political views. It's about being a diplomat. It's about representing the country and being politically neutral. And that was her problem. She didn't get it. So there we are. Our Queen and our King welcomed him, maintaining our relationship with our ally, which unfortunately some may believe that Harry and Meghan have tried to destroy, as it were, our ally with the US. So anyway, guys, good on Donald Trump, you know, and in my view, he's just clapping back, frankly, from some of the remarks that Meghan has made about him. So yeah, don't be quick to forget about that, Meghan. So guys, I hope you liked that. Please do subscribe to my channel and check out Donald Trump's interview with Nigel Farage. Okay, guys, take care. Please do subscribe. Bye.